It's Sunday, March 4th, and it is a chilly day here in the land of movies, Los Angeles that is, and here's the movie news of last week. First off, Kevin Smith recently suffered a heart attack during one of the tapings of his new stand-up special. I find this very sad. I'm hoping that he's doing a lot better, and well wishes towards him. I'm looking forward to seeing his new stand-up special and where it premieres. I'm hoping Netflix. James Franco's ex-student has recently sued him over the credit for the Disaster Artist script. Ryan Moody was not credited for his work on the Disaster Artist. Well, he didn't necessarily work on the Disaster Artist, but he did work on a script for the Disaster Artist, and he was contracted by James Franco, who paid him $5,000 to write a draft of the Disaster Artist, of that book, an adaptation. But that wasn't necessarily the script I guess they went forward with. But the movie actually had a lot of similarities to Ryan Moody's script. This story is interesting to see that, was Ryan Moody really, should he be credited for his work on the Disaster Artist, and was, some of his script used as maybe a template for the script that was later pushed forward to this movie that we know, the Disaster Artist. Kind of interested to see how this turns out and see, who's at wrong in this one. Apple has recently ordered a straight-to-series for M. Night Shyamalan's new psychological thriller series. This is kind of interesting that Apple is just purchasing these shows and different series. I know they recently have gotten in contact with Damien Chazelle for a series, and also they're going to be rebooting Steven Spielberg's Amazing Stories. This is really cool that Apple's kind of bringing this stuff back to life, bringing these new shows to a screen near you. But then that questions whether it's going to actually be on a screen near you. I know if you have Apple TV or, an iPhone or Apple device, you will easily be able to watch these shows. But is Apple going to make an Apple app that can play? Apple Music right now is stuck on Apple devices. You can't really get an Apple Music subscription if you have an Android phone per se, or an Amazon Echo. I don't think it works on there. Don't quote me though, and don't call me out if I'm wrong. But is there going to be an Apple device available on my Xbox or PlayStation or stuff like that to watch these shows? Otherwise, am I just going to have to be able to watch these shows on my phone or go out and purchase an Apple TV, which seems kind of unlikely for me, and I know other consumers probably are going to have the same issue. With Apple, everything has always worked great if you have everything in their ecosystem, but if you only have one or two devices, it's kind of like, I'm not really sure if this is really working out as well as it's planned. I'm interested to see where this goes for Apple, though. I hope that they, take a better approach as they have to other products and not kind of stick everything on their devices, and then if you don't have it, you can't access it. So hopefully they take a better approach to this, but they are spicing up their original series slate, so I'm looking forward to that at least. Sharlto Copley is set to make his directorial debut at QC Entertainment with his film Sapien Safari. This is going to entail a social comedy about a character that's somewhat like Steve Irwin in the cosmos and finding all these alien species. I think this could be really interesting. This could be really funny, and I'm highly anticipating Sharlto Copley's directorial efforts with this one. I know that he has a long history with Neil Blomkamp and working on alien type movies. This could be that next step for him in the director's chair, and he's always been a really funny guy, so a comedy from him could be very ideal. Last up, we have director Rick Famuyiwa is directing a adaptation of the graphic novel Black Hole. This is a very popular graphic novel. I know it's always recommended on Amazon for me, and it's been in my wish list, I think, since I had a wish list on Amazon. So I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger on that, but now I probably will. I really love dope, so I'm looking forward to Rick Famuyiwa's next sophomore effort. It's a story about a high school and a STD that deforms students, I guess. I don't know if this is necessarily a comedy, but you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be pulling the trigger on my Amazon wishlist, purchasing this book to find out for myself. And you know what? Besides this movie that I'm looking forward to really this week, it's going to be next week's movie news. So tune in next week, March 11th, for that.